Okay, well, I figured I'd break this into two parts, and you're about to see why. Last match by Cena. There's so many things going on here. I'm going to try to cut through them. We'll take a look here. But first and foremost, he came out, did the salute, blah blah blah. Tried to make it improv, tickle Stu's balls, typical stuff. Talk to the camera, and just say what needs to be said. Well, say what he can say all he's allowed to say. Anyway, so he goes out and he goes and meets the whole crew of people that are there to greet him in his last match. It's a strange bunch. I mean, or maybe it's not. Maybe you don't think that it is at all, and you think that those are the people who should be there. So again, we've already touched on the Kurt Angles, RVD, blah blah blah. But then it like goes to Michelle McCool, um, who looks like oh, she looks cool. Like, thank God she's there. Yeah. So, yes, Mr. Mark Calloway. I mean, Mrs. Mark. Mrs. the Mark. Sounds like sin to me. Front row. Okay, who else we got front row? Kevin Owens, surprise appearance. Um, hmm. And, of course, Kevin Owens, good buddy. Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, John Cena. It's a little triangle there. Triage of triangles. Um, and one second here. What else do we have interesting in the very opening? Okay, so just in the little like, yeah, who is all in the front row? That was right. Everybody in the front row, we got covered. Did we miss anyone? Ooh, clearly I did forget something because before we even got to the main event, I got John Cena rushing out doing all this shit. But really, what has even happened? Is we forgot the stupid retarded part where the Miz and our Truth come out. So the Miz and our Truth come out, and our Truth comes out to tell the Miz that he cost this person a spot when in the John Cena last time is now tournament. Had it not been for the Miz, then this person would have been in, and he pulls out a little plastic ball. There's a lot of plastic balls in this tournament, if you ask me. A lot of tiny, tiny plastic balls. And I love the Miz, and I don't think that like look at what they did to the Miz here. Our Truth sold out the Miz to pop for Joe Hendry. This makes no sense whatsoever. I just like, oh, it's like our Truth. What happened? What happened to the awesome Truth? Where was that? These guys were in the ring with John Cena, and all of a sudden now our Truth is a good guy, but he sold out his best, one of his best buddies, the Miz, in order to do what for Joe Hendry. This made zero sense to me. It actually like offended the fact. It offended the fact. Well, yeah, because it didn't affect me. I wasn't looking to be offended, but I love the Miz, and the Miz has like earned everything, and so has Truth. You know, Ron Killings has killed it more than all of those guys, and he's like a little he's thrown in the last minute as a doofus, and then he still fucks over his best friend who is about to get fucked over by a guy who's about to get fucked over. Wow, that's like the king of fucking fuckovers. Triple H, three times, not just an H. What else is three times? Sounds like a whole lot of fuckovers, if you ask me. Because you're leaving not only fuck over the fuckovers, but then you fuck over the fans too. What the fuck? It's not by accident. Let's look further. Stephanie, you were head of creative. What are you doing? Not what you don't mean to do? No. What you do mean to do. Oh, you're in control. Oh, that's weird. I'm just curious. How have you blown us away with your miraculous ticket sales and your intent in order to captivate us in a way that would bring us to tears and to give everything we have for the world wrestling feder. Oh wait, that doesn't even work. Whoa, wait, where's it going? Please, John, shield us from the immoralities of the world, the wrongs. Make us a wish. Do the children right. Hustle, respect, loyalty. Never give up. Right? Motherfucking Brock don't even look like he wants to play any part of it, but he kind of has to because, oh, why would that be? It's like reluctantly, my name starts with a B, ends with rock and roll, but bro, I'm sorry, it's not my fucking. It's more like a troll. That's what it is. Yeah. And if it comes out in rhyme, it must be true, right? I don't even know why it came out like that, but you can't make accusations in these days. It's all allegedly, right? Hmm. Brock playing homage to Cena. But they both have Vince McMahon sex dolls named after them. Allegedly. I think Adam's brother Michael should say what he needs to say, not just say what he's paid to say. Oh, I might buy that book. I bought worse books from wrestlers. Just curious, why the fuck does Lillian Garcia have two mics? Really? Why does anyone have two mics? It's not. If Mr. Kennedy was trans, he still wouldn't need two mics. Okay, obviously, who gives a fuck about the match? The match was over before it started. We knew Gunther was going to win. He should kick his ass. Yes, it's true. Blah, blah, blah. Who cares about the actual match? Let's get to what happens after the match, which is way more important than any of the bullshit that could have went down. Ooh, good match. Ooh, good intro. Ooh, what happens after? Let's go. And maybe it's not just about what happens after, it's about the finish of the match and what that leads to. Because everybody that was in that building, everybody that paid $700,000 to sit where they were sitting to be part of something special, which they kept small and like, it's that same thing, man. Well, I mean, they had WrestleMania at MSG, so uh, I'm not sure if that even correlates. But my whole point is that they ramped everybody up only to disappoint them. So the finish is super important. What happened up until that, the people that were at the front row, the people that were there in the ring, the squared circle, the place where the magic happens, in order to draw all the attention from those people that have loved John Cena for the last 25 years in professional wrestling. So much so that hymns. Y'all seen him? Him or her? Or is that her doing hymns? I don't know. Sounds like singing in my ear. Or is it ringing? Or is it a bell toll for all the things that have that Cena has brought to the table? Do you guys like chops? Chop chop. Under the merch table, perhaps. Not. I mean, like, look at all he sold in the last year. Everything sucked, and you still bought it up. And when I say you, I mean not me. I, I, I mean, we've all bought up what Cena has served over the years. Do you smell what the rats are cooking? How is it that on the very last match, they set him up to fail so epically that it makes the fans cry? Did they do that with anyone else? Have they ever done that with anyone else? Hmm. They have all the attention in the ring, the squared circle, and what they do is they set up all that energy to do what? To do that? Is that? Oh, wait, when's the last time? Oh, almost every time. Elimination Chamber, last 2 years I can think of are the first two that comes to mind. They set it up to suck it dry. And if you don't feel sucked dry, then they didn't do their fucking job. Let that sit. Uh-oh. Here comes the rain. And by that I mean REIGN.
Hanging around with us, with Alice Cooper. We're not worthy! We're not worthy! We're not worthy! We're scum!
Doesn't anyone find it super odd how both champions came out and they got in the same corner of the ring and bowed down each on one knee, offered their gold to John Cena after he tapped out to a sleeper? Let me hold on. Which part of that do you want me to repeat to make sense of all this? If you wanted me to clarify any of that, just tell me what you want me to repeat. Because I'm not sure I understand any of it, except in one context where it only makes sense forever. But hey, I don't know. What do you think? First of all, a ring doesn't even have a corner. Ask Frodo. Wait, I know. If you want me to make sense of all this, why don't we just have Travis Scott jump out somewhere? That should do it. Yo, Travis. Yo, come make sense of all this for us, please. Get up all these motherfuckers off their knees, bro. What the fuck? Yo, tap out my hearing. Just bop, bop. Bone smash my brain in. Because my intelligence, it must be draining. What the fuck? He is literally bent over kissing A. Saudi A? A?
We're not worthy! We're not worthy! We're not worthy! We're scum!
And if you don't believe what we've seen already, I mean, you can just take a look. Not only did they both bow in the corner on their knees to John Cena and give him their gold, even though he's not a champion, he didn't have any gold when he tapped out to a sleeper after his year-long announcement of selling merchandise and not giving up. I can't even do this with a straight face, but barely could John Cena. You have to see as well, they both played Punk and Rhodes crying after John Cena. They showed a lot of people crying, but they also showed the champions crying, who, in order to be champions, absent John Cena, make look like bitches. And I mean, you know, we dog each other. Arf! But at the same time, it's Pretty strange how on the same program they have to do that. Why would you have to do that? Why would the actual champions need to come out and then bow together like little like when you put somebody in a corner? What did you do to get put in a corner? That's weird. When you're backed into a corner, what does that mean? There's so many. There's no good way to look at it. I mean, you can look at it like, oh, it's a show, but what does the show really represent when the magic happens in the squared circle? What are they representing? What are they doing? Why are they dressed like that? What is going on? This doesn't make any sense. Does anyone know what's going on? Or do they tell you what's going on?
You just run right past. I can't decide just where and when I managed to duck a leapfrog from your manager last. Keep your head down, back body drop on broken glass. Facts are facts, I'm always under your thumbtacks. I send you to the corner more in store to get to the office hardcore dash. I beg you to put down your spiked weapons. Please don't demolish me with your battle axe and smash. To your pull, I am Irish whipped. Cream rises to the top, but your tackle dropped down, I tripped. If you think I'm taking this speed and laying down, you're such a jobber. You must be 450 degrees or 6 packs of heat with Kevin Bacon's